What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Top of the Key. This is the second episode of the best podcast on YouTube. I'm Aiden. I'm here with Siderman and Victor, and today we're going to get into an NBA All-Star Draft. So the way we did this is we made a list based off of the fan voting, and obviously we added realism into it because there are some crazy fans who voted Klay Thompson and Kyrie Irving and Carmelo Anthony, top of the All-Star game. And, there are people who deserve it more than them. No offense to them, but, they're not going to make the All-Star team. So you have your West captain, LeBron James, and your East captain of Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is because Kevin Durant is not playing. Now, KD received the most votes. He will not be playing, so we did not include him in this. Injuries, people who are injured are not in this player pool. So we're going to start with the coin flip. I'm going to ask Siri, actually. So all right, Victor called heads. This is going to be for the first.
Why is he going to call it?
He just called it. It wasn't, I didn't even say he could. It was just,
That's so racist, bro. White privilege.
Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
Oh, bullshit.
Science. So you get to choose between Captain LeBron or Captain Giannis.
I got Lego.
All right.
Giannis is better anyway, so I'll take it.
All right.
I'm joking.
So Science.
That means I get first pick, right?
No, what the fuck? That means I get.
You chose the captain. That means Victor gets the first pick out of the starters. And so,
that's crazy.
How? That's what do you mean?
You gotta flip a coin. You gotta flip a coin.
No.
Nah,
you got
fuck that.
Pick.
Flip a
coin. No, bro.
For what?
Giannis is still
Science. It was the coin flip. You chose the captain. That's your first pick. What do you mean? The captain's still involved in the starters?
I get first pick. All right.
So your remaining starters to pick from. The remaining starters you could pick from. On the Western Conference side, you have Curry, you have Jokic, you have Ja Morant, and you have Andrew Wiggins. On the East, you have Demar Derozan, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, or Jason Tatum.
Joel Embiid.
Victor, with your first pick, who do you select?
Joel Embiid.
All right. So, Victor, you have Joel Embiid. Now, Science, who is your first pick from the starters?
Curry.
All right. So, we got a LeBron and Curry team up.
Expected for picks.
Expected.
Yeah. Pretty biased, pretty expected, though. Victor,
Should I go for Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid on the same team? Have Jokic play point guard? No. Who are my options again?
So from the West, you have Jokic, Ja, or Wiggins. From the East, you have DeMar, Trae, or Jason Tatum.
Trae.
I got Jokic.
All right. So Science quick to take Nikola Jokic.
Science's team is just better than mine. But I just picked Embiid because I like him.
Expected, Jokic, great player. Trae Young, first All-Star start. Actually, no, this is his second, but this is his first selected All-Star start. He was an injury starter last year. He replaced someone who was injured. Both been having great seasons. So, Victor, you're up here with the fourth pick for your starting lineup. You could choose between Ja, Andrew Wiggins, DeMar DeRozan, or Jason Tatum. Who is your pick?
Wait, repeat that.
You have
Wiggins, Ja, DeMar, or Jason Tatum.
I'll put DeMar.
All right. That's a great pick. I'm not gonna lie. DeMar DeRozan, could have been acknowledged.
I got Ja Morant.
Wow.
Perfect. I'll take Jason Tatum next.
I'll take Wiggins.
All right. And so that will conclude the starting lineup. And so just for those who are, having trouble following along.
Wait, James Harden wasn't on the East starting lineup?
He was not in the East starting lineup. Now, for Science's starting lineup, at the 3, you will see LeBron James. Now, I'm going to predict that at the 1, you're going to go with Steph Curry.
I can tell you my lineup right now.
Go ahead. I'd love to hear it.
Point guard, I got Curry. Shooting guard, I got John Moran. Small forward, I got Andrew Wiggins. Power forward, I got LeBron. Center, I got Jokic.
Okay.
All right. I got Trey at point guard, DeMar at shooting guard, Tatum at small forward, Giannis at power forward, and Embiid at center.
Okay. Now, if we want, we could do a little bit of a comparison of lineups. If you guys don't mind, let's compare some lineups here. So, we'll start with the captain position. LeBron at the power forward and Giannis at the power forward. That matchup can go either way, honestly. Any day, LeBron can have his pop-off score or Giannis can pop off and go crazy. Who do you guys think is the better player at the moment right now?
LeBron's a better player, but Giannis is higher in the MVP race.
Giannis is more dominant than LeBron, but as an entire in that position, I would say. But LeBron is far more skilled than Giannis.
So I think we can both agree here and say that LeBron over Giannis in this matchup. It'll give a 1-0 edge to Psyence in the starting lineup so far. Now, I want to leave this debate for last, but I wrote them down second on my list. So let's go with the debate of the centers. We got on Science's team, Nikola Jokic, the former MVP. And on Victor's side, we have his favorite player. He's going to argue for him.
MVP.
The future MVP. Okay, you heard it first here. Joel Embiid.
Embiid's better.
All right, let me say this. Embiid is popping off.
They're the two best players in the past couple months, or past month. They're the two best players in the league. Past month.
Okay. Embiid. All right, listen, ready? Embiid is popping off this season. Just came off a 42-point game. Has had how many 30-point games in the past? Is he still on a 30-point game?
No, he's not.
He's had 14 out of the past 16.
14 out of the past 16.
Yeah, see, that's tough. But the reason why I think Jokic is better is because he's gonna affect the team in a way heavier way than I feel Embiid would. He has a higher PR, higher field goal percentage, higher assist. I feel that he's more effective to the team as a whole. I think Jokic is a way smarter player than way higher IQ than Embiid. But I will say Embiid is a better scorer. That is what I will say.
So I'm going to come in. He's also a better defender too. Can't forget about that. He's better defender.
Yeah, better scorer and better defender.
His playmaking has gotten a lot better.
But nowhere near Embiid. Nowhere near Jokic.
He's almost at 40% from the 3-point this year. He's 80% from the line, 50%. He's 50, 40, 80, which is is pretty good. PER is the worst advanced stat. And I don't know. I'm fine with Jokic over Embiid, but I think Embiid's better.
I personally think Jokic is better.
I think it goes either way. I think it goes either way, but if I'm going to go with this season, I'm going to also go with some recency bias here. I think Joel Embiid has been playing better this season than Jokic. Now,
wait, hold on. Before you continue,
I'm not going to go as far to say that he's a better player. Skill-wise, I think we all know that Jokic is better than Embiid. He's a more all-around player. He's more versatile. He's more versatile than Embiid.
Embiid is more versatile. Bro, Embiid's amazing on offense. Top 10
defensively, that is true. But Jokic can play a point forward. He can play the 5, and he has the height and he has the abilities and the skill to be a player like that. So I think that you can't argue that Embiid is more versatile, and you can't argue that he's a better all-around player.
I think at the center. I think at the center.
What do you mean by versatile?
He can fit the role of more positions. He can be that.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, not that it means a lot, but it's nice to have a center or a big man that can play the game like a point guard. It's always nice to have.
Well, I feel that Embiid is obviously an elite scorer, but if we're talking as the center position, Jokic is putting up better numbers at the center position than Embiid. Rebounds, rebounds, Jokic is ahead. Assist.
He's
It's not
averaging
even
29 points per game right now over the
Yeah,
season.
Yeah,
I think,
scoring.
but
No,
that's what I'm
scoring
talking
is
about.
definitely a
That's what we're
leader.
talking about. We're talking about this season because this is this year's All Stars. So I think
Yeah, I
this
know.
season,
I'm talking about this season.
so I
Like-
think this season you can make. I think more people will argue that Embiid is having a just as good as, if not better, season than Jokic. Now, I'm not going to go into the argument of in general right now who's better. I think at this moment, recency bias included, Embiid takes this one. It's close. It's very, very close. But I'm giving the edge to Embiid right now.
Also, wait. One thing you gotta remember is that Embiid is playing so like less minutes than Jokic every game. In his 50-point game, he played 27 minutes. Yesterday, when he had 42, I think he played 33 minutes.
He is scoring at an insane rate. I agree.
He has the highest points per minute of all time, apparently, according to some stat. I don't know. I saw it a while ago. But if you check on Twitter, StatMuse, they have the past 5 games of him. Every single game, the past 5 games, he's had more points than minutes.
I agree with what you're saying, that he's scoring at an elite rate. And I think that with that, we're going to move on to another argument. 2 players that are scoring at elite rates, your point guard positions, Steph Curry and Trae Young. Now, we know who's better all time. We know who's the better player right now. Do you guys even want to argue who's having a better season? I think
Trae's having a better season.
All right.
Okay.
Recently, as a Curry fan, I will admit Curry has not been playing to his best ability after he broke the record. I can admit that. And he has not been playing to like the Curry that we all know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I still had to choose one of these players over the Trae Young or Curry, I would take Curry any day just because of the slump. I don't care about the slump. Like the thing is, Curry is like his impact on the court is way heavier than Trae Young's impact on the court.
I agree, and I don't think you can see any other player getting almost double teamed every single time you pass half court, though Trae Young might be the next player to be in that kind of elite category on offense because of his range.
Also, all I got to say is Curry walks so Trae Young could run. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree.
All right, but if we're
that's
talking
a good
about,
way to put it.
And you said this too, we're talking about all-star season like this year.
This season, there's an argument for Trae to be better.
If we were saying this before he broke the record, Curry was like the best player in the league. But since
MVP.
then, he has been horrible. He's been so bad, averaging 24 points per game on like 30% from the field. Like, that's just terrible. So I think
you guys have all seen the meme. You guys have all seen the tour dates memes. I mean, Curry's been pretty bad.
Trust me. I understand. It's bad when Curry's averaging, like, has a lower field goal percentage than Russell Westbrook right now. Like, it's not good right now.
So you know what?
And I can admit that.
So I think,
but Curry's still like.
Go ahead.
Curry's still like, at the end of the day, like even with this season, like
He's still Curry.
He's still good. Still Curry.
He's still Curry. That's not going to change. He's still the best shooter of all time. But with the way he's shooting bad. But we are including recency bias into this. I just said this in my last debate. If we're going to include recency bias into this, it is this season's all-star. I know that Curry started off hot. He broke the record. He's definitely deserving of the starting spot. But right now, today, if these 2 players were playing in a game today against who, it doesn't matter who, I think at this moment, because of the slump, you would take Trae Young over Curry for the next maybe 5 games. Who knows? Until Curry breaks the slump, you won't.
I wouldn't. Can I tell you why? Wait, can I tell you why?
Go ahead, please do.
When Curry's on the court, their entire defense is drawn to that player more, to Curry more than they are drawn to Trae Young. So a lot of the defense is obviously focused on Curry. Curry can be shooting like 4 for like 20, and he'll still be getting double teamed. No player's gonna like leave him open, like, or anything. And there's a reason why. So he has to take these high volume shots, and like they're got like with the slump he's having right now, they're missing. And I'm not gonna say that much, but at the end of the day, even with him missing, like it's still like the fact that he can like that at any moment, if you leave him open for the slightest second, he's flicking that. So they're always gonna like be on it. With Trae Young, like he's going like off right now. Do not get me wrong, but he's nowhere near as guarded as heavily as Curry. So that's
But
just
I think
my
that's
my
why I
argument.
think that's why we're saying you have to take recency bias into account. And you know what? I think the argument that we're having is great, but we also are on a time constraint. We're going to move on. Now, people watching this are going to think we are absolutely mentally nuts. I'm not saying that Trae Young is as good as Steph Curry, but at this moment, I'm putting that as equal. I'm giving you each a point to your starting lineup. You guys both get that. It is a tie. I understand.
All right, that's just disrespectful, bro. That's
It
disrespectful.
is not disrespectful. Curry
That's
is better
so
than Trae Young
disrespectful.
all time. He's better in general. He's a better point guard. He's a better player. But at this moment, Trae Young has been playing better, and I am including recency bias into this. It is fan votes from the NBA All-Star.
Wait, one thing I'm gonna say before we move on, Curry Curry has the worst bad games out of any superstar. Like when he's off, he's the worst out of anyone. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
I agree. I believe
But
that.
but when he's on,
It's because he has.
when he's on, he has the
He's
best
better
game.
than everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, people watching us are going to take this the wrong way and think we're saying that, or specifically, you're going to say
We are
I'm
not saying this. Them two are
specifically,
saying this.
people are going to
I am
say
not
me and
saying it.
Victor are thinking that Trae Young is better than Steph Curry.
Yes.
We're not mentally crazy. We are not saying that. At this
I'm
moment,
saying that.
shut up.
Bro,
At
y'all
this
are
moment,
tripping off this, bro. Y'all are tripping off this right now. Y'all are crazy.
at this moment, with recency bias included and everything, I'm giving that equal tie to wash. We're moving on to the shooting guard position, where Science's team has Ja Morant and Victor's team has DeMar DeRozan. Two breakout stars so far this season, both in MVP talks, Ja in most improved player talks. Argue it out, but I'm gonna limit you guys. I'm gonna limit you guys to 3 minutes because I am on time constraint right now.
I mean, I don't really
All I got
have like that much of an opinion on DeMar versus Ja, but like I think DeMar's better, but like Ja could be better. I don't know. DeMar's clutch. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. So right now, Ja Morant is younger than him and is putting up better stats than him.
That doesn't matter
having-
though. Talking about this season.
All right, this season. All right, fine. Even with this, all right, that's still he's younger than him and he's putting up better stats than him. Like that's a still valid argument.
But he's also on a worse team, and he's the one scoring option. DeMar DeRozan is playing alongside.
What the Grizzlies are the fourth. They're like they have like
I
30
understand
wins.
that, but
seed
I
right
understand that, but their
32,
roster,
third seed.
they're the third seed, but their roster is worse than the Bulls roster, which includes Zach LaVine, who's also an elite scorer, Vucevic, who's one of the top centers in the game, and Lonzo Ball, who's also scoring the ball at a pretty good rate before he went down with injury now.
But who's the number one? Who's the number one scoring option right now on that team?
LaVine.
All right. Second number.
They're
second
like
scorer.
1A,
Okay.
1B.
So Ja,
Yeah, it's like 1A, it's 1B. It's like
So
1A,
I agree
1B.
with
One
so,
is
so
one
I
will
see
go
that.
off better.
I see that argument. So you're saying that Ja is putting up better stats, which numbers wise he is, pure numbers wise he is. But I think that you have to also make an argument for DeMar DeRozan. I mean, he's doing something amazing. He's in MVP talks. He's having a crazy big impact on the game, just like you're arguing Curry is. He's getting guarded heavily. He is now. It's not from three, but nobody's leaving him open to take mid ranges. He's driving the ball. He's doing everything as a second option, and he's not known to be, the main player who's facilitating and bringing the ball up like he is. So I think that you have to take that into account. Now, Ja is also great. So make your case.
All right, ready with Ja Morant. He is insanely explosive. That nigga's bounce is out of this world. He's yamming it like crazy right now. Like he's dunking it.
Okay.
And like people are only saying that. But also his 3-point percentage is higher than DeMar's right now.
But DeMar's not a shooter. Ja is a shooter.
DeMar is not a shooter. So what is he?
DeMar's not a 3-point shooter.
A mid-range.
So what is
He's a mid-range specialist.
All right, he's a mid-range specialist that has this like nearly the same field goal percentage as John Morant. Your point is, and John Morant is not a three-point.
I mean, Ja shoots at the rim most of the time too. Ja's mostly
Josh shoots at the rim,
dunking
but
and
he's
doing
also
layups.
better. He's also better from three than Demar is, and that's a known fact. Demar isn't known to be a three-point shooter. Now, neither is Ja, but he's known to be better. So you expect things like that from him. So now can you say that it's clear that John Morant is better than Demar Derozan this season? I don't think so.
I think even
Stats-wise,
beyond stats and beyond
stats-wise.
But beyond stats. But beyond stats.
Beyond stats. All right, if you want to talk beyond stats, bro, John Morant is going nuts right now. Literally freaking nuts, bro. He has a higher PR to his team already. Like that.
Oh,
Like I guess that's
PR is such
on the
a
court.
bad stat.
Yeah, but PR isn't a great stat. It's a stat people
It's
look
player
at it.
efficiency rating.
Yeah, but it's
it's
great.
very, very nitpicky and it's like cherry pick stuff. Like there's like a whole video and I forgot why, but like they only brought it up when they were debating why Jokic is the best. Because they needed that to prove it. But,
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying
it can go either way.
I'm just saying stats wise, it's clearly John Morant. If you want to talk about on the court and like watching like game versus game, like who's like outplaying who. If they were to match up against each other, John Morant would probably outperform him still.
Hold up, I got this.
Like this season. So I'm giving John Morant the edge over DeMar DeRozan easily.
Yeah, it can go either way.
I mean, you know what? You're giving Ja the edge. I think we can all say it goes either way. I'm gonna give Ja the edge on this one. It's really rough. It's neck and neck. Now for the last one,
But you can't just ignore the stats though. Like this,
I
like,
understand.
it's not
that.
like it's not like
So
one
that's
person
why
is getting
that's why I
guarded.
give Ja the edge over DeMar. That's why I'm ending up giving Ja the edge over DeMar. And for the last one,
All right, wait, we gotta
Why-
finish our team. We gotta
this
finish our
is
team.
this is even an argument. The last one, Tatum wipes Andrew Wiggins. Sorry, Andrew Wiggins, you're having a great season, but Tatum wipes. Now, Victor got the first pick for the starters. Science, you get the first pick for the bench. From the Western Conference, you could take Draymond Green, Karl Anthony Towns, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, or Brandon Ingram. And from the East, you have the selection of Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, James Harden, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball, or Chris Middleton.
Say the West one more time.
You have Draymond Green, Karl Anthony Towns, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, and Brandon Ingram.
I got James Harden.
All right. Good pick. Many are going to argue him to be a starter. So, Victor, who do you take?
Repeat the options.
You have in the West, Draymond Green, Cat, Luka, CP3, D-Book, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, or Brandon
Give me
Ingram.
Luka. Give me
You're going to
Luka.
take Luka. Okay. Science.
Say the East one more time.
Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball, Chris Middleton.
I got Devin Booker.
That's what I was gonna pick.
All right.
Name the West guards one more time besides Mitchell and Chris Paul.
Besides Mitchell and Chris Paul, the West guards are all taken.
Okay, then the East guards.
You can get Zach LaVine, Fred VanVleet, Darius Garland, or LaMelo Ball.
All right, can I get Karl Anthony Towns?
You could take Cat, yes.
I got Zach LaVine.
Oh, wow. Quick pick from
All right,
Science.
I got
there.
Donovan Mitchell.
All right, and 3 players just went off the board. Quick there. Cat goes to Victor's team. Donovan Mitchell goes to Victor's team as well. and Psyence takes Zach LaVine. Now, Psyence, it is your pick.
Name the West again.
You have Draymond Green, Chris Paul, Brandon Ingram, or Rudy Gobert.
Name the East.
On the East, you have Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball, or Chris Middleton.
Wait.
Man, I'm really surprised someone hasn't been taken off the board yet. That should have been.
All right. I got Jimmy Butler.
And that's who I was thinking about. I'm surprised he lasted that long. That's a great pick. Value pick there from Psyence. Victor, who are you going to take?
Brandon Ingram.
I got Rudy Gobert.
Great pick.
I got Rudy.
And then I got
Rudy.
I got
right
Chris
on.
Paul then. I don't know how Chris Paul fell.
And wow, Chris Paul falls. Rudy Gobert gets taken. Brandon Ingram gets taken. And Psyence, it is your pick. Last
in the players I have
last in the West, you can get Draymond Green. In the East, you could take Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball, or Chris Middleton.
Say the East one more time.
You could choose from Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Darius Garland, LaMelo Ball, and Chris Middleton.
Give me LaMelo.
And Psyence will take the point guard who is making
Siakam.
All-Star.
Give me Chris Middleton.
Siakam to Victor and Chris Middleton to Psyence.
Give me VanVleet.
And Fred VanVleet to Victor. And
I got
that
Draymond, I guess.
I got Garland.
And Psyence will take Draymond Green. Draymond and Victor will take Darius Garland to conclude the All-Star draft by the top of the key. And so to close out the teams, we'll start off with Victor's team. We have Giannis, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Jason Tatum as your starting five. And off the bench, you have Luka, Kat, Donovan Mitchell, Brandon Ingram, Chris Paul, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and Darius Garland. It's a very young team. It's a very good team. You got your mix of elite scorers, elite playmakers, some experience, and some first-time All-Stars. And now to switch to Science's team, you have the captain, LeBron James, making his 18th All-Star appearance. Then you have Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, John Morant, and Andrew Wiggins to round out your starting five. Harden will come off your bench with Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler, Gobert, the young star in LaMelo Ball, Chris Middleton, and Draymond Green. And that will conclude the All-Star draft. As I think we can kind of argue both ways, but we're going to save that for future.
That's me, gang. That's all me, gang.
You have
my
Andrew
God,
Wiggins
my team
and
is so
Draymond Green.
Yo, my bench is way
I
more
won.
fire than yours, Victor.
So you
Don't
know
get
what
me
we're going to do? Now this
Yo,
is
you're smoking crack. I got James Harden, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler. Yo, you're tripping.
I don't even remember my bench, but I know it's better.
Luka, Kat, Mitchell, Ingram, Chris Paul, Siakam, VanVleet, and Garland is who's on your bench, Victor.
Yo, my bench is elite. Fuck out of here.
You have Andrew Wiggins and Draymond Green.
Bro, all right, first of all,
All-Star game, they're
I
doing
would
nothing.
like. First of all, you're acting like Andrew Wiggins has not been popping off this season. So get that straight.
He's a
Second of
starter.
all-
He's a
by
starter.
far
He
the
definitely
worst.
deserves his props. Give Andrew Wiggins his props.
Second of all, bro, if I wanted to switch, I would put James Harden in the starting lineup for Andrew Wiggins. Let's just
Still
get that
have
straight.
Andrew Wiggins.
Huh?
You still have Andrew Wiggins on your
Bro, you're
team.
acting like Andrew Wiggins is bad, bro. What the fuck?
All right, but compared to everyone else.
Andrew Wiggins is crazy nice. He's having a great season. We have to respect that. Most improved player incoming, maybe.
Nah, John Moran probably.
Yeah, no. John Morant's gonna win it, but Wiggins is gonna be up there in consideration. Now, obviously, this means absolutely nothing what we're gonna do. But stay tuned in the coming days. We're going to do a stream where we put these rosters on 2K and simulate a 7-game final series against these teams. And we'll stream it on Twitch. We'll have commentary from me, Psyence, and Victor. We'll be watching the game. We'll be talking basketball. You guys can send in your takes on Twitch in the chat. The Twitch will be Aiden Imbar. And that will conclude episode 2 of Top of the Key. Signing out.
Bro, he has LeBron. LeBron's insane in 2K.
He has Giannis.
I have Curry. Bro, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, he's Curry, bro.
You're not
like I said,
my team,
2K
bro.
means
You're not
2K
touching my
means
team.
Your team's better in 2K, but in real life, my team's better.
2K means all right. 2K means nothing. You guys have anything to say before we sign out?
My team is goated. It's Ciderman, aka Cy the God, aka Cy the Legend, in the cut, in the live, in the flesh. We lit, we active, we on top of the key. Let's get it.
I just want to say my team's better, and Joel Embiid's winning MVP.
All right. And I'm Aiden. I'm your host. I'm the creator of Top of the Key. And we will see you on Twitch for the simulation of which All-Star draft is better. Who had the better draft? Put in your votes now. I will put them up on the screen in Twitch. It's going crazy this weekend. Tap in.
Drop who's the better team? Team Cider Guy, Ciderman, or Team Victor Bumadino. Victor Bumadino.
And on that note, be sure to like, subscribe, follow our socials, and that is all. We are out on Top of the Key.